$4,000 to the winner of this next match. It's the finals of the mid-season Mayhem for the European region. Market Aces versus Northern Gaming. With the commentary over on the field, it's going to be Leaf and Lawler. Take it away, guys.
What's up, dude?
Hi.
We got a match that actually could be a match you'd see in league play near the end of it for those playoffs. Northern Gaming versus Market Aces. These are two very strong teams, so it's not a surprise that they're in this position right now, even though we saw G2, who is at the bottom of the NA league, still make it to the end. No surprises here. We have teams that fully expected to make this point, even with all the craziness.
Right, and that's kind of the thing, is obviously the seeds were picked at random, so even though we talk about Maki being the 8th seed, they're definitely not playing like it, because in league play, they're definitely not an 8th seed team. So coming in very strong between this, it could go either way. We saw how well both these teams adapted early on these maps, and we're going back to the favorites, Octagon and Double Goal. Octagon up first.
As I said, all the favorites combining into one glorious finish to the mid-season Mayhem. Octagon, Double Goal, Friendly Fire, and Fisticuffs.
Oh,
and a first
what a
goal
way to start it
for Mystic. Wow.
What an easy shot initially. Quick chip up and played back, but it hits the backboard, so he's going to recorrect that, put that right back down into the goal. What a way to make sure that nobody else can get a touch on that.
Well, that's one way to start the pacing from the match. Mystic setting it up and telling the opponents what is going on in Octagon as they get this fight underway. Nice early lead here as see Mocket trying to pull it back. Northern Gaming stuck in their own end, and Pashi finally answers it quickly.
Pashi playing very aggressive. You see Mystic try to clear that out, and then you get two players actually bumping into each other. Remco going into the back into Ryan, and because of that, Mystic has to do something reactionary, but Pashi is reading that the whole way, able to beat him to it, puts a shot on net, tying this up. No seconds wasted.
As you said, no time wasted at all. 30 seconds in, we're tied up again. 2 goals, bringing it back to an even match on Octagon. Teams opting to stay to the side quite often here. Not many midfield passes. As they just chuck it back and forth. Remco out to nobody. Devo takes control to Panda. Panda intercepted by Mystic. Can he do it again here? He's going to try. Shot. Pashi is going to get in the way of that one. Devo Pashi ready for an attack here. Way wide there, but that's over to Panda as he creeps up from the flank. Pashi can't stop it. And that will go back in front of the box of Northern Gaming. Ryan Baby sets that one up for Pashi, though. Kind of an awkward spot for Northern Gaming as that drops down in front. Shot. There's the back of the net. Devo puts another one in.
Really touched by Vanda. Violet, Panda setting that up. Initially, Pashi puts it up high and lofts it. Panda puts it up, and two players, Remco and Ryan Baby, yet again getting in each other's way. Both getting taken out of position, and a shot open for this Market Aces team.
2-1, just over a minute of gameplay passing. Game number 1 of this best of 5, the finals to the EU mid-season Mayhem. Northern Gaming versus Market Aces. As a play starts to develop here for Northern Gaming. Doesn't make it quite to the net, though, as Violent Panda forces his way through, bringing that right down to the other end. We see a lot of side wall usage here. A lot of these teams so used to having to the walls, you see them get so comfortable to staying to the sides and not too much mid-map play.
Yeah, benefit of it being out that wide is it makes you draw a defender out with you. And if you can get past that one man, it puts you in such a good position because one quick touch inside, you're able to have your 2 defenders swing in and take a quick attack. Issue is, though, is when you're out that far and you get beat, it's a complete opposite. You got to be careful.
Mystic throws one on target, but Devo is going to get in the way. Pashi carries that one off of him. Ryan trying to get a 50-50 win on that. Devo now with control, using that wall once again, drops that down in front. Mystic getting a critical touch here to push that to the side.
Very unique play by Devo as well. He actually boosts all the way up and goes off the ceiling to bring it back down in hopes of getting a dunk in front. Good follow-up. Very unique play style.
That was a scary spot there for Mocket as a backboard touch. Set that one up for Remco. Thankfully for them, they missed. Northern Gaming now Step back as a counterattack came out from Mockit, and Devo gonna find the net with the underside of his car.
None of a beautiful movement again. Violent Panda wins that 50-50 and he gets another one immediately after winning over Mystic. Plays it back out in middle. Very dangerous spot for this Northern Gaming defense.
3-1 now in favor of Mockit Aces. So they're looking to take this one pretty well, and having the map be fairly standard, obviously a little bit wider. It's probably feeling good for them, knowing that eventually they might have to face them
big clear
later on in the league play in the finals. It's a very, very good confidence booster here for them, knowing that they're up this far and doing so far. We'll see if they can keep it up. Pashy with the ball now. Mystic stopped by Devo. Back and forth at midfield as they try to get a play up to Mystic. Mystic just missing it, but it doesn't matter. He stays in the play and pushes it in.
Good job on both those players, and smart play as well on the back end. You see Remco, he's actually just rotating on top of those two corner boosts back and forth, just waiting for an opportunity. Obviously, having that faith in his team to make a play like that is hugely beneficial, as he's able to rotate back on defense or be there on offense if he needs it. But in that circumstance, they're doing it on their own. Those two really playing well.
Pashy chip up, but Ryan reading that one off the wall. Gets it out to Remco as he tries to follow it up. No finish from him, though. Only one goal to bring this to an even match. Northern Gaming on the attack, but all three Mockit defenders are there and ready to push out. Remco just trying to get a body in the way. Ryan to the far side. Corner working in favor of Devo as he's able to roll this one around. Still in control. There's a touch out to Panda. Panda with Pashy. Pashy might come in for that backboard touch, but sees too many orange cars there. Opts to back off instead and let them make a mistake. This will be his chance to move in. Still keeping the attack on is Mockit as they finally turn around to Northern Gaming with a counterattack. And you see so many cars stacked up on the one side. No one's ever there to receive the ball as it rolls to the other side. Some missed opportunities potentially. Doesn't matter. This is still a very close game as Mockit trying to bring themselves another lead here. There's in front of the net. Ryan Baby, though, putting some pressure on it, scares away that attacker. They need to get a play right now with 30 seconds left and no one in possession of the ball on Northern Gaming. Bit of a problem for them. They do finally correct themselves. Mystic expecting Pashy to jump. Still a goal potential. There's Remco putting it in.
Mystic looked a little worried there as he's trying to follow that up. He actually takes Pashy on and doesn't actually hit him. He just goes right over the top, forces Pashy to make a move, and because of that wide open net, good follow-up from his teammate coming in from behind him. We talked about how there were so many players on one side of the field. They weren't really using that misdirection. Part of the reason why is being able to back somebody up on how large this field is. One touch, and that ball settles for such a long time.
As we said before, it doesn't matter if you hit the person in net, just being there put Pashy in a bad spot, all tied up. Going potentially here into overtime unless a shot can come out from either one of these teams from midfield. That will be on the ground. Overtime in game number 1 of our last set of the day for the midseason Mayhem. Remco trying to get an early demo on Panda to help push them onto offense, but it doesn't matter. Pashy with the ball slowly moves that one forward in front of the net. Scary spot for Northern Gaming, and they make some mistakes. Mockit capitalizing on that one, 4-3. Only 14 seconds needed in overtime for them to take the win.
So many touches off that back wall. Pashy tries to play it off that back wall initially, but as he's jumping forward, it comes back right at him. Gets another touch that nobody's planning for, and then gets past both defenders. Nobody able to read that in time, and Mockit Aces clutches it just like you stated. They're going on now to double goal.
Devo taking that wiggle, the side wiggle there from Cookser. I still say Cookser does it better. But I mean, good attempt.
Cookser wiggle. Of course he does it better. He's got the name after it.
That is absolutely true. Good first match, an insane amount of shots coming out, even on Octagon when it's you know, a lot wider map. It's not you know, funneled in or anything, and there's still a lot of shots coming out. Generally, you see that on something like double goal. A lot of pressure there coming out from Northern Gaming, but a fairly equal amount coming out, obviously, from Mockit. Very close match. Obviously, went into overtime, but this next map. You know, we saw Northern Gaming actually have some trouble on it. Double goal, when they played against Summit, they ended up losing, and it was fairly convincing for Summit.
Well, for Market Aces, the big difference on the map is you could tell how everybody was involved. Everybody played a very crucial part in that game. On the other side of Northern Gaming, you saw how well Remco and Mystic, like they went off 6 shots apiece, both had a couple saves, really working the field. And there was a couple times when Ryan and Remco were bumping each other, and that's part of the reason why they lost. There was a couple crucial mistakes of why those two got in the way. It was the 1 goal difference that would have made up. So having Ryan go back to his ways, and that's something that may change with this map, we don't know. And they have some familiarity with it. They've already played on it today.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I think it was a lot of kickoff mistakes here for Northern Gaming before. Maka can take advantage of that. It may be in their favor, but double goal for game number 2 in the midseason Mayhem. A long shot already potentially on target, going for that far side. What an angle that would have been. But it is stopped out by Mocket. Lots of wide play here. You see the rotations already spreading out, trying to utilize that double goal, but it doesn't matter. Mystic almost getting in, losing control. A little bit too slow to that one, but Northern Gaming on the attack. Mocket, though, already looking strong in their positioning. I could see some scary plays coming up from them if they get control.
Only reason that ball got contested the way that it did was because they were trying to cross the backfield. We talk about how big misdirection is on maps this wide, how you can just play it to the other side and go for the other goal that they're not defending. And as he tried to bring that across his body, it was contested, and then it went back at his own net. So you need to be careful, and really smart play either way coming out from that defense.
What control from Panda before to get a pass across over to Pashy. Those are the plays that I'm talking about and that we need to look out for, and especially Northern Gamer needs to look out for us, but they are putting on pressure here. Baby with a shot way too high, and that advance is going to stop as Mocket moves back down.
What was that noise? Screamer. Like, what? Sorry.
Sometimes he just things.
You're just so excited making random noises. Look at him, man.
Pashy trying to get a play started up here. You see Devo was on the far side. Panda will be over there now in case it does make its way to the far side. And even coming through that tunnel, you may see some options for Panda to be a nuisance. It doesn't matter, though. Devo, Pashy just working on that 1 goal, and they get it in.
That rounded wall, you see Pashy backing off just in case. But as soon as he sees Devo sweep in and take that from him, blaze it over the top, he completely turns around and just gets in position, making sure to kind of shadow it like we were talking about, working as a team, making sure that if something goes wrong, your teammate's there to follow it up. Doesn't matter, though, as Devo's able to kind of pinch that off and rocket it into the top right corner.
Passing play, Panda up to Pashy to the far side, and this is exactly it. Look at them pass across the nets. Confusing, throwing out that misdirection to Northern Gaming and not letting them know at any point in this match which net they're going to be shooting at. And as a defender, that's so hard to do. Devo, nice couple touches there, but Remco does eventually get control, but loses it once they go and hit offense. So Mystic will have to try to support at midfield. 50-50 going in favor of Mocket. Ryan buying some time for Northern Gaming. Mystic out of the play, so it's going to be Ryan and Remco. A little bit of miscommunication there. Almost had a goal roll into their net, even though both were back. Flick from Mystic off the crossbar, but the pressure is real right now. All 3 Northern Gaming in, putting some shots on. Just missed there. Or was that Panda with the save? Either way, it's not in the net, and Mocket still maintains their lead with 2.5 minutes left.
Now, what's difficult about those goals is the way they're angled. You can't just have a breakaway and go straight on. You do have to play it a little bit inside, so these guys push so hard towards the corner, and then it just dies. It gets killed. And when they stack that box so difficult, it's so difficult to make shots on net. That's when you want to start transitioning to the other side of the field or putting it in places that are going to draw those defenders out one by one.
Northern Gaming trying to get a play there. Nothing came out of it. Devo had a chance for a shot there, but a bit of a whiff on the aerial. A lot of a whiff on the aerial. Stops that from happening. Devo has a chance here. Ball went a little bit too far forward. Good passing play midfield from Northern Gaming as they throw one in. Remco, what a shot. Getting the pass from Mystic. Absolutely incredible play for Northern Gaming.
Remco, all the shots, opportunities in the world, but that pass coming across is beautifully done. Just one touch after another. Played mid, played back to the middle on the right-hand side. And then that shot from Remco. He could have went left goal. He could have went right goal. He decides to play options. Top right and then over. He lost it perfectly. What a well-placed shot. Tying this back up, we've got 1:35 left in this match.
Devo just coming through. He's done with the shot. He's not done with the play, though. Taking out Ryan, opening up opportunity for his teammates, but they didn't capitalize enough. Devo, though, has a chance here. No one back in net. If this rolls around quick enough, Panda has a chance. Remco does get there in time. Another shot, though. Attack's not up yet. Touch it back towards the Market side from Mystic. So they try to set themselves up, having some difficulties breaking out of their end now as we approach that final minute of gameplay. Market did a good job of keeping pressure on in that corner there. They just can't find opportunities, though. This could be one here if Devo gets a right read on it in front of the net. Ryan making a good touch forward on the post. Pashy with a soft touch. Maybe could have gone to the right side goal, but doesn't work out for him there. Both teams fighting at midfield now. Northern Gaming doing a little bit better of understanding what they need to do on this map, but it's still a little bit pressure heavy on their end. As Mockit put some shots on, 36 seconds left. Now for either team to take a goal, game number 2, still tied 1-1. Northern Gaming on the attack. Devo, what a clutch save to keep that one out.
I don't understand how this pressure is coming from Mockit, considering how much they're keeping one person back. Like, Devo literally sat all the way back at his own corner boost forever while just 2 pressured on, and the shots just kept coming. And it doesn't seem to be that this Northern Gaming
that's a
team...
scary spot. The mind game.
What a recorrect.
No, Devo tried to, but the defender does stay in the way. Very difficult situation, and we're probably going to hit overtime unless Panda, that might be on target if he gets another touch. Mystic getting up quick to intercept that one, but Devo's not done yet with a shot on net. The defender's just keeping that one out. Still in the air, finally going to touch the ground here. We hit overtime on double goal as well.
These teams so evenly matched in the pressure coming up, but this is the issue for Northern Gaming. They can't sit back this much, otherwise the pressure is going to get to them eventually. They need to try something as these shots come back and forth, and now it's a one-on-one situation.
We saw a very quick overtime goal the last time between these two. We'll see if it happens quick here. 16 seconds in. Now longer overtime than the last. But there's a shot potential for Ryan. Mystic tries to force it through. Northern Gaming really speeding it up right now and forcing a lot of plays on offense for their team. And it's looking good as they're kind of wakening Mockit up, but a chance here could be for Violent Panda. There's one defender back. Mystic needs to get control. One bad touch here could be in favor of Mockit in a scoring opportunity. Almost in front of the net. Ryan gets it to the side, but there's still a goal over there, Ryan. You aren't safe yet until you get it out of your end. They finally do get it to that blue side, but maybe not far enough as Pashy is up to start a push
there's
back.
an opportunity.
And there's a shot on net off the post. So close. Mystic. Ryan with a shot. He finishes it off. Minute into overtime, and there it is. Northern Gaming taking game number 2.
2 mistakes back to back. First one, 2 players go up and bump each other. Second one is that ball rotates out. Nobody is in position to get in front of it, and that shot passed back around. Ryan's able to help out and get involved.
There it is, game number 2. Northern Gaming, beautiful dancing going on right there. And that means we're past these weird maps, and we're getting into the mutators now. So this is where things are really going to get interesting, and this is where the giggles come out.
Oh, jeez. Not the giggles.
Not the giggles, but again, the chat picked amazing picks in mutators here. We got Friendly Fire coming in first, explosions everywhere, and I actually saw a lot less explosions from Mockit than I thought I would. Intentional ones, at least. I mean, Pashy known to be that aggressive player. You'd think he'd be in there all the time, but they're still smart with their rotations. They're not just throwing themselves out, and I think that's why we saw less than we maybe expected. But either way, there are still a lot of explosions.
Yeah, I think the reason why they don't do that is they understand that when you have that demo happen to you, you're taken out of position. You're completely irrelevant to the game at that point. So when you slow down the pace, you start to poise up a little bit more, and then you take a shot, you aggress as you're, kind of sitting back a little bit more. You're just waiting for stuff to develop. That's why you don't see it, and I think that's why Pashy isn't going in as much as we think he would, is he recognizes that if he goes in like that, it takes him out of the field as well. So why put yourself in that situation when you can just sit back, be patient, and then make an attack? Works out better for them. So good midfield adaptation, mid-game adaptation that they need to make in order to win.
Game number 3. Northern Gaming versus Mockit. And this is going to get crazy now. Friendly Fire, and already off the bat, some explosions. 1-1 in the series. It's game number 3, best of 5. Both teams looking to take the second point for themselves in the series. Mystic with a touch out on target. What a shot from Mystic. a few shots from him like this so far in the series, showing just a great showing of mechanical skill here.
Yeah, nice soft placement back in middle, but now there's one after another. These guys are getting a little bit more aggressive. Trying to put that shot on. If he bumps him, he's going to get a demo, but then he gets into his own teammate and stops the entire rotation.
Oh, it's absolutely ridiculous. It's going half a mile an hour, and they're still getting demos.
They're just so afraid. They're like, oh no,
Oh no,
oh no.
Mocket on the attack. Devo is going to leave that for Pashy as he tries to force that one through. There was someone there to greet him, though. Mystic keeps a shot from going in. Ooh, Ryan Baby with a bit of a weird positioning there. Doesn't matter. There's a love tap to his teammate. Gives him boost. Maybe he was out. Tried to help him out. They try to make a push back to midfield, but Mocket not letting up on the pressure. Takes a shot. Only 2 attackers now. Devo, Pashy have the upper hand as they move in towards the Northern Gaming goal. Stopped out by Ryan. Violent Panda, Pashy moving up. Got to watch out there. Pashy getting out of the way of his teammate. Almost got demoed. This could be a 50-50 demo. It's not. Mystic is going to win it and move forward, but there comes Pashy. Mystic avoids death there. As it goes back and forth at this midfield. No team's getting any shots right yet. Still 0-0 scoreless. Definitely not explosionless. As there comes another one in the corner. Mystic, Ryan have a chance to break out now. As Violent Panda was in a weird spawn after that demo. But they do manage to get a clear back to the midfield. As we go back and forth, it's just demo here, now demo here.
As soon as they get that 50-50, he does get the nose on it, so it pushes back into the defense of Mocket. But it doesn't matter. It completely resets the play that nobody's aggressing to it. He's going to respawn back there with his team anyway. So when it's situations like that coming across is when they need to be careful.
Mystic almost got the backside touch on that one. That seems to be just a trend. Give the ball to Mystic, man. This guy is finishing these shots off so well.
Oh, there's Pashy going back and forth. First one to get the Extermination.
There we go. Extermination coming out. Sure, we'll see a lot more. 2.5 minutes left. Violent Panda out to Pashy as he tries to finish this one off. Remco with a I don't even know who's on the field anymore at this point.
Doesn't matter. Just give it a couple seconds.
The ball is going this way. I don't know who hit it, but now it's that way. Just explosions. Who cares who's hitting at this point? Ryan Baby trying with a shot on net, though, but there's the spawn backs. Violent Panda does clear that one out. Remco at least just trying to release some pressure as they get themselves set up. Still scoreless with 2 minutes left in this match. It seems to be hard to create an attack when you have less people on the field.
Yeah, back and forth. Yeah, like as the demos come out, one after another, like even after they start to aggress forward, it just seems to be like that's the demo style you were talking about. Like Pashy and the rest of this team on Mocket are playing so aggressive. As soon as they get their initial touch on, they're then going for demos immediately after. It's something that we see very similarly out of the NRG guys over in NA.
Oh, there comes some very good demos though, calculated ones to open up the defense for our first goal, Northern Gaming.
Right, as soon as that first shot went and you see Mystic, he's not able to get a touch on it. Plays it back out to midfield, plays it back in with his team, and then Mystic stays in that area. I do not know how he was able to weasel his way in front of that net without getting touched.
1:30 left in this match, and it's looking like Northern Gaming might be able to hold this one. Seems to be hard for these teams to score as you go in on offense with 2 less people because you demoed someone in your end, but now they have 3 people because you demoed someone in your end. And now they have good defense, but an answer comes out from Devo. 1 minute left, we're all tied up.
Yeah, initial demo makes that last man back, respawn on the corner, but Violent Panda denies the boost and then gets in front. He tries to push Ryan out of the way. He tries to go for demos, but the shot was so well placed, neither of it was needed.
Precisely as you said, a well-placed shot puts them up.
It also could have zoned him. You know, even though he didn't touch him, I mean, I'm cautious. Like, if I'm going up to make a save and there's another guy there and I
don't want to get blown up.
Like, I don't want to be a part of that.
Get me out of here. Remco, flick up to Mystic. A drop down. They tried to get that amazing passing play. They couldn't quite, though. Only 1 attacker up. Now it's opportunity bad. Drop down from Pashy. Left that one up for Ryan. His teammates were able to keep that out, though. Devo with a shot on net here. A little bit wide. Ryan gets control, steals it away. Good touch from Ryan to allow Remco to maintain possession of that one as they move forward. Northern Gaming trying to put this one in. Just a little bit of a touch from a defender there. Keeps that one from going in from Ryan's shot. Flying back down towards Northern Gaming. Scary spot as Pashy forces that one through. 19 seconds left. Mockit sees himself in the lead.
Such good timing. They see one up in the air and just have a huge clear on net. Unfortunately for him, Remco doesn't read it correctly. And part of it might be scary because there's another player underneath. They didn't want to interact in the wrong way. And because of that shot right through the middle, nobody there on net to make a contest.
Off the kickoff, it goes towards the net. Mockit maintains their composure, though, as they get respawn. A shot on target. That's going to be in. What a nice lob from Devo, and they're pretty much solidified it at this point.
Mystic having an issue on this one. He tries to follow Devo for a little bit too long, and then as he rotates back to that corner, the shot's already on net. He's not able to get there in time. Does make a valiant attempt at trying to push that back out, just not enough. Mockit looking so strong right now.
It is 6 seconds left, and I don't think 2 goals are going to come out, even if they can get one there. And that's going to be at Mockit taking it, game at number 3, putting them up 2-1 in the series. And that's, I giggle every time. Every time.
I think he needs help.
Help me. Mockit Aces taking it 3-1 to Northern Gaming. And we head into a game at number 4. Incredible smart play. I mean, when they finally came out, I mean, we saw one of those goals was critical and happened because of the calculated demos. So smart to see those happening. It's just so difficult. And as I was saying in the match, it's so hard when you're on defense or on the attack and you blow someone up and, you know, suddenly they're spawning their own. And it's so hard to create any offensive opportunities when they have full line of defense. Everyone's always back and never out of position because they're blown up.
Right. And it's difficult because at certain times that's when the boost and I starts to come into play. But before they're even able to use all that boost, they usually get demoed anyway. Yep. But I know the best thing about all of this means we're going to Game 4. And even if Game 4 doesn't settle it, that means even more Rumble afterwards. Because no matter what, we get 2 games of Rumble.
I'm so excited.
What a good way to end this final.
This is not a bad way at all to end the mid-season Mayhem. Absolutely. Fisticuffs coming up next. This is Civilized Mayhem. So only the items that can affect the ball, nothing to affect your opponents. Come on, we're gentlemen here. We don't want to do that. Civilized Rumble going on. And so that gets rid of stuff like Tornado Disruptor, all that jazz. Coming into game at number 4 of Northern Gaming versus Mockit Aces. And this is going to be exciting. 10 seconds into this match, you're going to see some weird things start happening as their power-ups come out. This ain't no standard Rocket League. Just joining in the mid-season Mayhem. This is our finals. Mockit Aces just needs to win this one, and they take the tournament for EU.
Even though we say it plenty of times, as good as they may be, and sometimes it's something you have to do before that 10 seconds up, but I'm really hoping for no normies.
Woo! A nice little long shot. Your wish is granted. A haymaker.
That is definitely not a normie hit. That shot was so fast, going up, and as soon as that ball is centered in the middle, he's like, Devo, I can't do anything, and he just launches it. I
love it. It's absolutely my favorite one. Just when you see that thing come out of the corner of your screen, you can't do anything but laugh. 4:40 left in this match. First one coming out there for Northern Gaming with the haymaker. A shot from Violent Panda. What a shot, but a save with a haymaker. Frozen, so it doesn't make its way back down into Mockit's end. Devo just going to leave that one. He's awaiting out of boost. There it is. A nice little lob forward to Pashy, but spikes coming out. That's a scary spot for Northern Gaming. Thankfully, the defender, Mystic, does get it out of the way, but a haymaker throws it in. A lot of haymakers so far.
Super unselfish play coming out from Violent Panda as well. Normally with the spikes, the first thing you do is go to the ball. He says, no way, I'm actually going to try to box out Mystic, but it doesn't matter because Pashy's going to box one in on his own.
Literally box it in.
That's right. I'm glad you caught the reference.
I got it. Yeah. Off the kickoff. Once again, 10 seconds before we see anything crazy happen. You see some teams try to get those quick normie goals off the quick-offs, but no one was able to do it there. Power hit from Pashy as he gets contested at midfield. Haymaker puts that one in front. Actually, a bad angle back, but Pashy is there, ready for a shot. Ryan also has a power fist to send that one flying right back down into Mockit's end. Remco intercepts at the midfield here. Backboard passing here. We have a magnet coming in for Northern Gaming, or Violent Panda actually, and he steals that one away from their net. Smart play from him. Mystic trying to get an air dribble towards the net and stopped. A shot though, frozen.
Oh, what a freeze.
Very clutch freeze there, but the pressure is not up yet as a plunger comes in. Pashy reading that one right, keeps on away, and here we come. The flying aerial magnet. Devo doesn't get enough power on that one.
Yeah, Magnet not strong enough with that far away, but you're going to see ways to counter it as it comes back and forth. You're going to see a bullet of a shot, but that last second Haymaker was so crucial to push it down into the ground to pop it back out.
A Haymaker to the other side, such a high risk. You saw Pashy with the Magnet going full to the other side, but he did lose control, putting himself out of play. It's either a goal or you're out of position. Very risky with that Magnet. See if they can create an opportunity here. A frozen ball will stop the play for a second. Panda with a power hit sends that back to midfield. Devo Pashy in the corner. We got spikes. This could be a problem, but Ryan does have a Haymaker, and it stops Devo from getting that shot. But Pashy with the plunger, the finish, not coming from Panda. Devo's going to have to rush back for this one. Such a good play from them, but very great counterplay from the defense.
And then Devo, like afterwards, just trying to maintain any possession that he can despite all these power-ups, and a majority of them were down. He gets a couple touches back inside, but then pressured, even with these guys just kind of throwing themselves at it, just hoping for something.
Frozen ball there. Remco with a power hit, sends that to the far side. Pashy with a power hit of his own though, sends that flying right back. Ping pong shot on net, almost throwing Mystic off course actually. That shot was so hard. Violent Panda tries to get a touch, but he's out of position now. Pashy will bring up the rear. Good rotations coming in from them. No power-ups we've seen in a bit here. There's a plunger, double plunger, gives the ball completely centered, but a freeze as well, and a Magnet allows Mystic to take that one away from their slot.
Now that's the scary thing for Mystic.
Oh, he pulls it all the way through. What a guy with the Magnet, just plows it through.
That's what's so scary about the Magnet. The closer it is to you, the stronger it is. So as he's dribbling that downfield, he's able to then pull it a little bit towards him, and then it allows him, after that 50-50, it bounces perfectly back into his car and then right back into the net. The Magnet just doing wonders for these guys.
Well, even when the Magnet ran out, he just forced his way through with the Octane. That nice old hitbox, putting one in for their team, 2-1 with a minute 30 left. They're looking to bring this to a game number 5, and I can't blame them because that's what I want too. Devo trying for the mind games, but ends up getting frozen right in front of the net. Doesn't work out for him. That's still shot potential for Devo underneath. Look at that amazing shot from Devo. Just a smart touch.
Unfortunately, it's a normie as we don't like, but the setup, that double touch on the corner, playing it back inside, and then Devo able to play that perfectly underneath a Mystic who has spikes.
Yeah, okay.
Luckily for Mystic, even if he would have touched that, he would have been a sitting duck because it would have been underneath his car. He would have just had to sit there and be like, I am the ball now. It's me. I'm the ball.
I have become the ball. This is my life. Remco trying to get a touch out in front of the net for a normie goal, but eventually it goes the other way with a power hit off the backboard. A finisher. Haymaker goes a little bit wide. Frozen ball pinched out by two market aggressors. Back to Devo with a power hit in front of the net. They're putting the advance on. 2-2 with a minute left in game number 4. Remco, everyone trying the Magnet, but
plunger.
These guys aren't as good with it, but there it is. Pashy's just waiting patiently to roll that one in.
Yeah, two teammates up on the wall. One kind of bumps into the other, and it forces one of, I think it was Mystic, to go flying. He had a Magnet and all the time in the world. But
Pashy only got that because the plunger.
Yeah, because it was played back, it then got put centered back inside. And then just to make sure it's going in, that's not a goal steal, that's a goal secure.
Actually, he would have pulled it out if it was any closer. That was a weird angle.
But he got the goal, right? In the end?
Yeah, fair enough. Points.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
38 seconds left, and they find themselves in the lead. 1 goal is all Northern Gaming needs to stay alive. If they do not get this goal, this is going to be it. What happened there?
He got grappled in, and then it plungered back at it, and he managed to... I can't even... There's so many things happening!
Demo there, coming out with a shot. Could be critical, but no. Devo now has control with no one back in net. He's got a free open goal. 15 seconds left, and Mocket looking to take the tournament.
The plunger's so OP as that ball comes back, and as everybody's pushed up front, one man on a mission. Devo goes upfield and uses that plunger to pull it away from everybody, and then solos it in. 15 seconds left. This is possible, but very unlikely.
They could do it off the bat here. A good quick-off goal will be what they need, and then they can get one with their power-ups, but it's not looking too good right now as Pashy puts it to midfield, and a very good Haymaker keeps that away from any aggressors. And this is going to be it. You got your winners. Mocket Aces, potentially with one more goal. That was really cool. Mocket Aces, though, taking the mid-season Mayhem for EU. Congratulations to them in an exciting finish with the fisticuffs. Great job to them.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Market Aces was also the 8th seed.
That's what I think we were told.
Yes. So both 8 seeds coming in and winning just goes to show that if you try hard enough, you can do, I don't know. Like,
believe in your dreams.
Yeah, don't let your dreams be dreams.
And haymakers. And plungers, actually. Plunger OP.
I'm done.
Absolutely incredible matches. This was so fun being able to do this. And maybe we can, as I said, lobby for the RLCS to just become this all the time. No, that's not happening. No. We're going to go back to the desk.
Thanks, Lawler and Leaf.
Inspirational.
Someone didn't like what Leaf was had to say. Great stuff there in that last match. I think it's suiting that it all ends on a Rumble match. And it's just a ton of fun to watch those Rumble matches. And honestly, just watching these players tackle all this adversity that you guys are throwing at them, I love it. I love it. Let's do it again sometime. But let's take another look at the replay on that one. As we saw Market Aces secure the $4,000 championship victory of the midseason Mayhem.
And it got off to a quick start with that Mystic goal. That was beautiful, flipping his car upside down to put that one in.
An incredible close series, both Game 1 and Game 2 going into overtime. And Devo was really making the names for himself this entire league play, and again, shows up huge here.
Yeah, you called it, Gibbs. They did split it. 1 game to 1 on the normal maps, and like you said, both ones going into overtime. Ryan being the difference maker in that second overtime game for Northern Gaming.
And then the demo game wasn't going too hot for Market at first, but they came back in the last minute of play with 2 goals to take the win there. 3 goals actually, like in the final minute. And again, Devo showing up huge for Market.
Devo, I wonder if we are going to look at the stats from the midseason Mayhem, but Devo probably racking up the biggest numbers.
Yeah, he actually has the most goal participation in the entire league play, so he's just continuing that trend here. And then we got Rumble, and like I would say if it was Game 5, they probably would have split that too, you know, just so I'm fully correct. But incredible stuff there. Plunger OP, please nerf Sinus.
And then I noticed too, I can't believe it took me this long, but Ryan baby, isn't your baby's name Ryan as well?
James, don't tell anyone, but you know. Baby Giblet might have been playing in that series. Don't tell RLCS. There's an age requirement. Sorry, Scrub, but you know, I got my baby in there. Like I thought it'd take about 2 more months for pro play, but
well, I don't know if that's more of an insult to Ryan, maybe, or that your baby is just so legendary.
Maybe one or the other, or both. I think it's both.
Well, congratulations to Market Aces. They are your champions of the midseason Mayhem. Let's take one final look at that bracket. Market Aces taking down Flipside Tactics, who, again, the #1 in league play right now, going up against Oh My God, taking it out as well, 3-1. Didn't even require full 5 games ever. Kind of like not as savage as G2 winning every single game, but
G2 won all of their series 3-0. Market winning all of them 3-1. And then as the 8th seed, the inspirational words from Lawler.
Yeah, he tried his best. But basically it just means if James is going to pick your name out of a hat, hopefully you're last, because then you'll win the whole thing.
That's exactly right. Now, this was all fun, mid-season Mayhem, but these guys have their sights set on a certain something, and that's the grand finals of RLCS Season 2. We are halfway through league play, and we're starting back up next week, so make sure you tune into that. But the grand finals have been announced for Amsterdam, December 3rd and 4th. Rocket League Championship Series Season 2 grand finals will be in Amsterdam.
That should be really exciting. I've actually never been to Europe. So
I've never been to Amsterdam, so I'm excited.
World traveler.
Yeah, no, well, I was there once.
Okay, so there you go.
Of course, I don't know if we settle on Landsterdam or Amsterdam.
I think it was Landsterdam. We already settled
like,
this.
I thought it was Landsterland, but
Landsterland.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah.
That's the point, though.
Maybe we're going to put another straw poll in the chat.
There you go.
Right now. Just kidding. We're not going to do it. Well, they might. I'm not doing it. But thank you guys on that. Thank you guys for being involved with the broadcast all weekend long. It was really fun actually interacting with the Twitch chat as you guys were voting for the arenas and the mutator settings. We've not really done anything like that before, but I think it was well received and you guys enjoyed it too. But that pretty much does it for us, guys.
Great show. We go back to serious business for 2 more weeks. And top 2 seeds, they automatically go to the grand final. So that's really big right now. And top 6 make playoffs. So we'll see some exciting stuff these next 2 weeks. A lot of big games.
Oh yeah, well, very important. And then especially in North America, the whole G2 storyline, they came out and they won all of midseason Mayhem for North America yesterday, but they still are looking to get their first win in league play and trying with their whole goal is trying to finish top 6 so that they can make it into the playoffs because only 4 teams from each region get to go to Amsterdam.
All right, well, thanks gentlemen. Thanks everyone for watching, and on behalf of everyone here at the RLCS, it has been an absolute pleasure providing you with the Mid-Season Mayhem. Congrats to G2 eSports, our champions of the Mid-Season Mayhem for North America, and to the Market Aces, our champions from Europe, each of them taking home $4,000. That's going to do it for our broadcast this weekend. Tune in next week where we're starting back up with